He says, hello. He's giving me hugs. Hello, my little buddy. Oh, so tired. You got yawns. I'm going to have to put you down so I can go wash my face. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sunshine, and this is Everyday Sunshine. I picked up the new Hourglass Illusion Foundation. This is a Luminous Glow Foundation with an SPF of 30. I've been wearing this since I purchased it, and I have some thoughts. I'd like to share them with you. I'm going to show you how it applies, how it looks on the skin, how it blends out. I'm going to share my thoughts and my experience with this product as a 51-year-old mature skin-owning human being. We're also going to take a look at the new Red Phantom Glossy Lip Balm. This is Hourglass's new carmine-free red. However, I don't know if it's actually a red. We'll get into it. We're also going to try one of the Kylie Cosmetics powder blush stick and a new to me concealer, the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer, and the Merit Clean Lash Tubing Mascara. This is the look that I came up with using these products. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the foundation, the lip balm, the mascara, the concealer, the blush. Let's get into it. He's already. He's not going to come say hi. Make sure I'm not up here eating food or anything like that. I wasn't. I was just going to put on some makeup. You want to sit in my lap? So I don't have a primer on. I have done my skincare. It's all kind of sunk in and gone away because that was forever ago. I've had a day. I'm going to put on my Victoria Beckham Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer just to give my face a little bit of something before I go in with makeup. I love this stuff. It's very moisturizing, but it's not like greasy. You just can't go wrong with it. I know it's expensive, but I do feel like it's worth it for how it makes my skin look and feel. It does have some glow to it, but the glow comes from being like plump and moisturized and smooth, not from a greasy, dewy look, if that makes sense. The Hourglass Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation. Now, this to me looks like a tinted moisturizer, but it's not. It's considered a foundation. This is the packaging. It's like a gold plastic tube. It is the same packaging that their tinted moisturizer came in, only it's gold. The packaging does not feel like a $58 foundation. It feels like the tinted moisturizer. To me, it should be priced similarly. This is shade 5, and this is a good match for me. Let me just blend that out a little bit so you can see it. A warm shade. It's not too orangey. I find that a lot of Hourglass's foundations can be a little too orangey or too peachy. This one is good. This is a good match. As you can see, this is a thick formula. It is not thin and liquidy. It does not drip down the hand. It's very kind of thick. I am just going to work from what we have. Put this on the face. That is the foundation blended out with a sponge. It's got a lot of coverage. That is the only thing that separates this to me from a tinted moisturizer, right? That is what it looks like. It has done a fantastic job covering up and evening out. Like you can still see my little spot here. I'm fine with that. I'm not even going to try to cover it anymore. This is a really good coverage level for me. I don't really think that I need or want more than this. Luminous is a good word for this. It's not super glowy or dewy. It's just luminous. It's not a flat matte. It's not dewy. It's kind of right in between. I would call this a satin finish. Next, I'm going to go in with a new to me concealer. This is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I have never used this before. I hit Diamond at Ulta and they let me pick a gift, like a full-size gift. And this is what I chose. I have the shade Light Sand. The doe foot is so big. So it's hard to get, a little amount, but this is not as thick and drying as the regular Shape Tape. I can't use the regular Shape Tape. It was just like too much for me. It was too thick, too dry. This is very thin and serumy, and I tend to like thin serumy concealers. And this isn't drying, and it has, I would say, a medium coverage. I wouldn't call it a full coverage concealer at all, but I'm totally fine with that. I'm just trying to even out my skin tone. I like to take my concealer up on my eyelids, cancel out any discoloration there. That is the concealer and the foundation. I'm very happy with this level of coverage. I'm going to go in with my Westman Atelier Face Trace in Biscuit and just do some light contouring on the face. Nothing major, just because this foundation does have quite a bit of coverage. I just want to add some dimension back to my face. Love this stuff. It's so good. So good. I don't have anything new for brows, so I'm going to fill up my brows in with my Glossier Boy Brow Arch in Cool Brown. Oops, wrong end. I'm going to use my Kulfi Brow Gel. This brow gel is so good. It's almost gone. I'm going to have to buy another one. And I think I am going to buy another one because how have you guys been staring at these hairs that get stuck on my head? I mean, I pin my hair back so that they're not all in my face while I'm doing my makeup, and you're not having to look at that and be like, I wish I could pick that hair off of her face. Because trust me, I have watched footage back and seen like a stray hair going across my face or whatever, and I'm like, how did I not see that? But you can't. You can't see it unless you're looking up close. When I pull out this mirror and it's this close to my face, I can see my hairs. But when I'm just sitting at a normal distance and talking, I can't see all the random hairs that stick on my face. I know that that looks crazy, but I promise they fall. They don't stay like that. It'll be like that for like 2 minutes and then they will fall down. I have crazy brows. They don't stay up. It's fine. I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas real quick with my brow pencil. Do you guys watch Thousand Pound Sisters? I've got it on the brain because I haven't finished the new season yet, so no spoilers. I've been watching it and it's so good. I don't know what it is about that show that just draws me in, but it does. Tell me I'm not the only one. Okay, brows are done. I've got a new blush. I bought this a couple of months ago and have not tried it yet. It's still completely brand new, unopened, untouched, unswatched. This is the Kylie Cosmetics powder blush in Meet Me There. The color just looked super interesting and I was curious about the formula. I haven't even swatched it. What? I just tried to swatch it and you can see how smeary it looks. That's not at all what I was thinking. And it says it's a powder blush. Oh, okay. Okay. So when you go to blend it out, that clumpiness goes away and it smooths out into a powder finish. I mean, it said it was a powder blush. So when I was rubbing it on my hand and it was kind of gathering up, I was like, that doesn't seem very powder finish of you. It seems very balmy, more like, you know, the Merit blush balms. I'm not a huge fan of the Merit blush balms. So we are going to go in with this. I think I'm just going to go right on the cheeks and try to blend it out and hope that that's not a mistake. I feel like it's going to work out based on how these just acted on my hands. Okay. I'm just going to tap it in with my finger. Okay, that's really, really pretty. It didn't eat through the foundation. You know, a lot of times these stick blushes, especially if you go directly on the face, they can really kind of eat through whatever is underneath it. This doesn't appear to be doing that. I'm surprised. I do think I need more though. It's very, very light. I might have gone too hard. It's okay. We're going to put on powder. It's going to be fine. That blush is very, very, very nice. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't to like it. I bought that blush when I bought the Kylie Skin Tint. The color looked interesting. I just wanted to try it, but I haven't even tried it yet because I was just like, it's probably not going to be great. The next thing that I am very excited to try is the Hourglass Phantom Volumizing Lip Balm. I got this in the shade Red without Carmine. It's just called Red Zero. It comes in this beautiful red packaging. I haven't swatched or tried it yet. It's like a sheer red. I'm hoping that that comes through. Sheer. It's not like a red lipstick. I'm going to line my lips with my Freck Nude Muse Lip Pencil in 04. These lip liners are so good. When I purchased it, it was $18. Incredible value, and they last so well on the lips. Love those. We're going to go in with the Hourglass Phantom Red. So this is a carmine-free red. Most reds have carmine. This doesn't. However, as you can see, this is not a red. I would not call this a red. This is I mean, it looks very sheer red on my hand, like that's kind of a thick swatch. I mean, I feel like this is as thick as I'm comfortable wearing it. Lip products have a tendency to build up on the inner part of my mouth, so I wouldn't wear this layered up any more than this, right? This is the intensity that I'm comfortable wearing this lip balm. It does not come across as red. It's pretty. I think I expected a red. I'm a little disappointed in this. Let me just see if I pack more on, if it goes red. No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't get any more red. I feel like this is as intense as it gets. It's like a sheer red lip gloss. And I do love a sheer red lip gloss. I think this one is, even though a little less red than some of my other sheer reds. I gotta say, I'm honestly a little disappointed in this. However, if you are looking for a red that is carmine free, that is very easy to wear, that like you can throw on in the car and you don't need a lip liner and you don't need a mirror, it's gonna give you a 10. It's very pretty. It's not red. I can't call this a red. There's that. I'm going to do just a quick, very simple eye look with my YSL Mini Clutch. I have a new mascara that I'd like to try, so I'm just going to speed through this real quick. I think I'm going to go in with this mid-tone color with my finger, just on my lid. It's a very pretty, like sheeny, neutral brown. It's not matte, but it's not like a shimmer or a metallic. All right, now I'm going to go in with the very dark brown on the outer corner and kind of go under my lashes a little bit, just for some depth. I will say that the first time I used this eyeshadow palette, I was kind of not very impressed. The more I use it and appreciate it for what it is, which is just a very easy to wear neutral palette, the more I like it. I'm going to go in with a clean, fluffy brush and just kind of buff that out. I'm going to use a lighter shade that is not really, it's not really a highlight shade. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone. This doesn't do much. I'm going to line my eyes with my Soshe waterproof eyeliner. This thing is so good. It's fantastic. The only thing is I'm going through it so quickly. I have only used it 3 or 4 times. I'm halfway through it. That is as good as it's going to get as far as the wings. They're never even. It's totally fine. If your eyes aren't even, welcome to the club. Welcome to like 98% of people on the planet. We are going to use the Merit Clean Lash. I have never tried this before. Probably not going to super blow me away. I'm prepared for that, but let's see. Maybe it will. It does have the brush I like. I like these small bristle brushes. I feel like they just do a much better job of getting into the base of the lashes and lifting them. So let's give this a shot and see what happens. So it is doing a great job at getting in there. I can feel it. Like I can feel the resistance on my eyelashes. However, it's not building up great yet. It is my first time using it. It could get better with age. Most mascaras I have found do get better with age. Maybe that's the case with this one. I do really appreciate this brush. That did a really good job, actually. I'm kind of surprised that I like this. I honestly didn't expect much from it because I don't hear a lot of great things about it. That really did a good job at getting into the root of my lashes, lifting them up, separating them, lengthening them. And I feel like since this was just my first time using it, that it's only going to get better with time. Let's go through and talk about these products. We're first going to start with the Hourglass foundation. Now, this is not my first time wearing this. I wish that I had time to do a wear test today, like not a wear test because I have worn it, but to show you the results of the wear test. I'm not able to do a wear test today. So I will say that I gain nothing from talking about these products. I have nothing to gain either way, whether you purchase a product or you don't purchase a product. I don't have any affiliate links. I am brand new to YouTube. I purchase everything with my own money. I gain nothing from coming on here and talking to you about these products. All that to say, when I talk about how this wears, I want you to know that I'm being 100% honest. I don't have anything to gain. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to lay the groundwork there. When I first got this, I was reminded of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, which I just did a review on my channel of this. I have had this a little bit longer than this, not much, I mean days longer, right? I had this overnighted as soon as it released. I've worn this more than just today. This does have a sunscreen smell that if you don't like chemical sunscreen smell, you're not gonna like this. It's pretty strong in this one. For me personally, I would prefer no foundation have sunscreen. I always prefer to choose my own sunscreen based on my skin type, based on, you know, what I feel comfortable putting on my skin. For me, that's mineral sunscreen. That's a physical sunscreen, not a chemical one. That's just me. But I do want to mention it. The same holds true for the Laura Mercier. I would just prefer it. Makeup companies left sunscreen out of makeup and let us choose our own sunscreen. People have sensitivities to sunscreens. They can have allergic reactions. Some chemical sunscreens can break people out. I have a little spot. I actually have 2 spots since trying this foundation. I would prefer that not be in there so that I can make my own decisions about the sunscreens that I am comfortable putting on my skin, not a cosmetic company. So that's just me. Like I said, I do have 2 new spots since using this, and I don't usually get spots. I don't break out. I'm not super breakout prone. So for me to have these spots just makes me wonder if maybe I don't have a sensitivity to these sunscreens. I think maybe I do. So I wish that weren't in there. That aside, this wears beautifully. It does not change. I can put it on, and by the end of the day, my skin still looks just as blurred, just as glowy, just as smooth as it did when I put it on. It wears fantastically. If you can find a shade that matches, and if you're okay with the high price tag, I feel like the price is just super high for something like this, and something in this plastic squeezy tube. It wears great. It's got the sunscreen smell that I don't like. It's got the sunscreen that I don't like. It looks beautiful on the skin. It does settle in my smile lines. Pretty much everything settles in my smile lines. Try to zoom in. Right here. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But everything on me, most everything on me does settle into the fine lines. So when I got this, I was immediately like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer that I just tried. I wanted to kind of compare them. I know this isn't a video about the Laura Mercier, but I have it here. This is the Laura Mercier, the freshly swatched, and this is the Hourglass. It's been there for a while, but the shades are they're very similar. They are both SPF 30. This one looks more natural on me than the Hourglass. The Hourglass has way more coverage. I mean, it's a foundation and this is a skin tint. I'm just comparing them because they came out around the same time and they both have sunscreen, and, you know, they're both in a plastic tube. It kind of just begged the comparison. The pricing is a little bit similar. This one's more. This is $50. This is $58. In this one, you get 45 ml, and this one, you get 35 ml. The Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer just looks more natural. It looks more at home on my skin. It is something that just sinks into the skin. It like disappears. And not in a bad way where you're like, oh, I didn't put anything on. I mean, you put it on and you're like, you can't tell that I have anything on my face. My face looks so much better. There's no perceptible makeup on my face. The Hourglass you can see on my face. Like, it looks like I'm wearing makeup, which is fine. I don't care. Like, it's obvious that I wear makeup, right? Nobody's eyes are naturally like this. Nobody's lips are naturally glossy. It's obvious that I'm wearing makeup. This is a more natural looking over the Hourglass. Sorry, but I do. I mean, why am I sorry? Hourglass doesn't know who I am. So that's just my opinion. It is a beautiful foundation. If you want more coverage, I would say pick up the Hourglass. If you want something that is more natural and skin-like and imperceptible on the skin, more for every day, pick up the Laura Mercier. I mean, I'm not encouraging you to pick up either. If you're interested in purchasing one, then that would be my recommendation. This is a higher coverage product. This is a lower coverage product, but it is buildable. This one looks more makeup-y on the skin. This one does not look like makeup whatsoever on the skin. Finish on these is similar. I think that the Laura Mercier is a bit more glowy, but it's still not super glossy, shiny, shimmery. It's not like the Patrick Ta. I also love that one. I like to have a whole bunch of different finishes in foundations so that I can kind of adapt them to what I'm wearing that day. So if I'm going to wear a red lip, for example, I usually like to have a little bit more coverage because the red in the lip will bring out any imperfections or redness in your skin. So, you know, I like to be able to play around with coverage. I do like this. I think it's a beautiful product. It's just not my favorite. Yeah, let me know if you have picked it up, what you think of this. Like, is this your favorite foundation? I can see where a lot of people would love this. It came out at a time where a lot of new foundations came out. So I have 4 new foundation skin tints that I'm working on reviewing. Actually 5. I have 5 that I'm working on. One was released last year, but I'm just now getting around to like playing with it and testing it. So of the 5, I think that this is my least favorite of those. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It's not. This Kylie Cosmetics blush, I'm really surprised by this. I just kind of had it in my cabinet thinking, oh, I'll try it at some point. You know, I really wasn't very excited about it. Since it's a powder blush, it does kind of set down to a powdery finish. However, on my face, I don't feel like it looks powdery or matte. It just kind of has adapted to the foundation underneath it. Now, I have not set my face, right? I did not set this. When I've worn it in the past, I have set it. I don't need to set it today. Kylie blush is very, very pretty. So the weird thing is it does not swatch well. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of, I don't want to say clumpy, but it's not an even application. It's kind of smeary and smudgy. But when you take your little finger or whatever and you blur it out, it just smooths out into this powder finish. It does look quite blurring. Feels like a powder. Yeah, this is nice. I will keep using this. Report back if anything changes. This is my first time using this, so it could go downhill from here. And if it does, I will let you know. The Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. This is really good. I can't believe that it took me this long to try it. I feel like people have been talking about it and I've heard really good things. I just had that association with it being Shape Tape and it just didn't seem like anything that I would like. But I do like it. It's really nice. I have not set my under eyes, so there is some slight settling there. It's not the dry, crepey, cakey. Sometimes a lot of concealers, they get cracked and not settled. This one looks like it's settling, not cracking. So far, so good with this. This is not my first time using it. I've been very impressed with it. I will definitely update if anything changes. I've been reaching for it quite a bit. And it's great for the winter because it is hydrating and creamy. The Phantom Volumizing Glossy Balm in Red 0. I do have to say, I'm a little disappointed in this. Not the formula. Like, the formula of these is great. I've always liked the glossy balms. However, if you've ever looked at how much product that you get in here, it's insane. Let me just tell you, you get 0.05 ounces of product in this. I have a Westman Atelier Sheer Red Lip Balm. The color is called Pipsqueak. You get 0.21 fluid ounces of product in that. They're the same price. You get 4 times the amount of product in that one. More than 4 times the amount. I have the Typology Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Ruby Red, and that you get 0.5 ounces. So like 10 times the amount of product in this. This is minuscule. Do not be fooled by the packaging here. Okay, this looks like a full-size lip product. Don't let that fool you because there is hardly anything in here. I mean, 0.05 fluid ounces. Most lip glosses that you get are like 0.2, some small ones are 0.17, which is still 3 times the amount of product. I mean, there's hardly anything in here. Now, having said that, I do like the formula of these. I do. This is disappointing to me because it's supposed to be a red. This is not red. Even heavily swatched, that's not red. If anything, I might call it like a sheer strawberry, but it's not red. So I'm slightly disappointed in that because I was hoping for like a really intense red. Formula is good, value is terrible, and the color is not red. There's that. The Merit Clean Lash kind of surprised me. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this up. I didn't expect much from it because I hadn't heard much about it. Wanted to give it a try because it looks like it might be a tubing mascara. I can't tell if it's a tubing mascara. I'm going to guess it probably is just based on the way that it went on and the brush. Let me just Google it. Yes, this is a tubing mascara. I love tubing mascaras. They are my favorites. They are the only thing that seem to like lift and hold my lashes and then not flake or smudge. I am glad that I picked this up. So far, so good. I feel like it will only get better as time, as time goes by. So if for some reason it doesn't, I'll let you know. This is just a first impression of this. That wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was in some way helpful to you. And let me know if you've tried any of these products, what you think of them. Are you planning on picking up the Hourglass foundation? Have you already picked it up? Do you love it? Have you tried the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer? What do you think of that? I do have a review coming on the Dior Forever Hydra Nude Foundation. This stuff is great. Spoiler, it's good stuff. Be on the lookout for that. If you have any questions or comments, pop them below. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe and give this video a like, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, take care.